We have a CBS News investigation tonight on the 83,000 Americans who are still missing in action from World War II through Vietnam. A Pentagon agency called the Joint POW MIA Accounting Command, or JPAC, is in charge of returning their remains. But we've found the mission is being undermined. In 2012, JPAC spent $100 million identifying only 80 of the missing. Here's Chip Reid.
Army Lieutenant Robert Fenstermacher died in 1944 when his plane crashed in Belgium. His remains weren't recovered until last year. He was buried at Arlington National Cemetery in October. Bob Fenstermacher is his nephew.
I think when we send an American to war and they're killed in action, it has clearly been the tradition of this country to bring them home.
But Fenstermacher's remains were not found by the U.S. government. He was discovered by one of the private groups that have stepped in where the Pentagon's Joint POW MIA Command has failed. Last year, the Government Accountability Office said the missing persons mission is being undermined by longstanding leadership weaknesses. We obtained this internal memo written by a JPAC scientist, which alleges JPAC had a pattern of mishandling remains and failing to file critical reports, resulting in abuse of scientific ethics and considerable wasted funds. Congress ordered the Pentagon to increase identifications to 200 a year. At JPAC's headquarters in Hawaii, we caught up with the commander, Major General Kelly McKeag, brought in to meet the congressional mandate.
It's going to take more time. It's going to take more resources.
So you're not going to make that deadline?
We're not.
Was Congress unreasonable in making that deadline?
I think Congress did not fully appreciate the complexity of how tough this business is.
Complex, he told us, because remains are often badly degraded, and frequently there's no DNA with which to make a match.
World War II era, yeah.
Lieutenant Robert Fenstermacher's remains were found by a private charity called History Flight. Mark Noah is its founder.
Within an hour, we had found the first of the machine guns with matching serial numbers to the missing aircraft.
Noah, a commercial pilot, sells rides on antique warplanes to raise money for his search.
I tell people I do this work for the souls of the missing and the families that they left behind.
In 10 years, he's found several hundred remains, which he turns over to JPAC's lab for identification. In 2013, he turned over 50 American remains from World War II found on the Pacific island of Tarawa. A JPAC team there 3 years earlier recovered 3.
Some supporters of Mark Noah say dollar for dollar, he does a better job than JPAC. Is that fair?
I don't think that's fair from the standpoint that Mark's focused on certain areas, on certain cases. Ours is a worldwide mission.
I'm bitter. I'm upset. I'm upset.
You're upset with who?
JPAC.
Dino Zazzetti's brother Joe died fighting on Tarawa in 1943.
What is the most frustrating part of this whole thing?
Answers. You can't get answers from the people that you think that you should have the answers.
But with Mark Noah, you
with
get
Mark
answers.
Noah, I get some answers. And I know he's trying, and I know he's accomplished something.
You're 84 years old.
Right.
You would like to find it.
Oh, goodness gracious, yes, you know, and bring him back, bury him next to my mother, and we'll make her happy.
Congress has increased JPAC's budget by more than $300 million in the hope it will make good on the promise to bring America's heroes home. Chip Reid, CBS News, Arlington, Virginia.